Hi, I'm Pamela Hampton.
And I'm Eric Hampton.
And welcome to
A Couple's Conversation.
Today's conversation is about
how to navigate challenges.
Do you have any challenges in your life? Every day can be a challenge. A challenging moment, a challenging conversation, a challenging decision, a challenging coworker or spouse. There's always challenges to address. We won't say overcome, just address them because they come back. There's no overcoming them. It is a mindset of how to deal with them.
Yes, and my wife and I, we have different things and different techniques that we do. Meditation being one, breathing techniques, exercising. There's a lot of things that we do to help de-stress, so to speak. But we're not talking about just doing something to forget about it. It's like people take vacations when they think they're tired of the job, only to come back to the stress and think they need another vacation. So we're talking about going just a little bit deeper than that, our perception, and we'll get into the power of perception in another video, but just how we choose to look at those challenges has a lot to do with how we deal with the challenges, right, babe?
Yes, indeed. So your outlook on whatever the subject is, say, let's take, for example, a challenging conversation you're going to have with your spouse or your child. And in your mind, you can create all that it's going to be, and generally it's worse than what it will be. So what you do to prepare yourself is the key to addressing that challenge.
Yeah, and let's just say, what if it's not worth? What if you already know the outcome, like most of us think we do? And what if we try, and we've tried to have, deal with certain challenges and it's not went well, and so we feel a little apprehensive about moving forward. Well, it still boils down to not just your perception, but it boils down to where you are with your own ego, where you are with your own self-care and self-love. Every individual has chosen to live their lives a certain way, and are we able to let those people be where they are without judging them or without overreacting about where they are? So it brings it back to us, bringing the power back to you, as opposed to letting someone else's ill-advised response dictate how you react. So that's what we're trying to say, basically. Bring it back home. Come to a self-love and self-awareness of yourself, and find ways to say, regardless of the challenge, regardless of where you are,
regardless of where they are, you are still in a good space. And that comes with, as Eric said, self-love and self-care. So that's a daily thing. And if you start with self-love, self-care, and the breathing techniques, the meditation, which we know is, for us, is a daily practice, then you are prepared to handle whatever challenges come up, because you are not reactionary. You can respond how you choose, not react how someone has prepared you to by pushing the button. You've heard people say they push my buttons. Don't let them. You control your buttons. So, give them an example. Let's give them an example of the preparing for a conversation. Okay, so Eric's bought something that he doesn't want to tell me about, because that's actually more me. I'm preparing for a conversation with my husband, and I think I know what he's going to say, and I get all anxious. That's called anxiety, because I think I know what he's going to say, and it's not going to make me feel good. Well, I have played this all in here. I don't know what he's going to say, how he's going to feel. So I can't play both roles. I can only choose to present my case. So if I'm centered as I normally am because I start my day that way, then when I want to bring it up, it's just a conversation. It's a conversation. And whatever the outcome, I'm good. I'm still good. Choice.
Yes, and it really boils down to also having a short-term memory. And by that I'm not saying let someone take advantage of you, because I'm all for standing up for yourself or being prepared for someone who may be opportunistic. But I'm saying a short-term memory as in to say, let things just roll off your back. Learn to just let certain things just go. Pick your battle, let it go. And if you can do that, let certain things go. And like my wife is saying, and we're saying, have that self-love and that self-care to say, well, it really doesn't matter about the situation, the person, the place, or the thing. I can't allow that stress get internally in on me. Then your center and your focus becomes about you. Having that short-term memory will actually serve you. Like, yes. You can see where they are. You can have a short term to say, okay, I see where you are or what's going on in this situation. I've been here before. We kind of know how that plays out. I'm just going to state where I am about it and then let it go. And just learn to flow.
Let it go, let it flow. Because your attitude and reaction to things, if they're creating stress, even if it's just in your mind, you think something's going to turn out a certain way or someone's going to respond a certain way. That stress that you put on your body, it manifests in illness. So you have the power to heal your body. That's not just healing your body from a sickness. That means maintaining a sense of well-being by choosing, like you said, pick your battles. Well, it doesn't even have to be a battle. I choose not to battle. Well, I don't know. I don't really agree with that. That could be your response. It does not have to be like exactly. There's nothing that important that your health should be at risk.
Yeah, and I want to plug a book that really helped and changed my life. It's Success Principle by Jack Canfield, where he talked about the main thing out of the whole book that resonated with me, and different people have different things that resonate with them. But for me, it was taking ownership of your life. Wherever you are in life, it's so easy to blame someone else. If you hadn't done this or he hadn't done that, and then I wouldn't be here. But if you take ownership of your life and you say, well, you know what, I have options. I don't have to stay where I am. If I don't like the job, I can change the job. If you don't like your kids, you can't get rid of your kid, but you can choose how you respond to them.
Yes.
And the same with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. So you do have power. And take that power. What we're trying to say in a nutshell is own your power.
Own your power. Choose.
So, if you like what we've shared with you and you found some value out of anything, remember, click the like button.
Share it with someone else.
Yes, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.